can make a marriage stand to just do us part?
Many things. Marriage is not built on one pillar. As you grow in age, things begin to change. Not only that, if you marry somebody now who has OND, the husband has OND, you are treating him as OND holder. He started to further his school. When you married, maybe it was a account clerk or office assistant or a cleaner, are you getting whatever? Now he has first degree. Now has got the job as account officer. Now he has second degree. He's not an assistant manager. And you are treating him the way he was when you married, that be problem. The same thing with husband. Because one, in life, his status has increased. So you must accord that status in that relationship. Because right in his office now, he has people reporting to him. It's not like before when he was working with people, I get it. So if that reporting, you are not relating with him or her as if you still talk to others, you will not like it. Those times we used to do standards and with one t-shirt and find publicity. Now, when you want to move, put on sandal, put on t-shirt, put on trouser, dress nice, are you getting me? Maybe go buy body spray. And I say, hey, where are you? I'm putting body spray. Auntie, his level has changed. I got that answer experience. So you must switch up. You must switch up. You must switch up to meet him at that level. So not only that, then money can make money to last forever. Yes. You don't believe it. You don't believe me. Bible said money answers all things. If you are under undue financial pressure after your marriage, it may affect that marriage. It may affect that marriage. You don't have money for food every time. You have got to conspire to your house or you have to bed, you can't pay school fees, you can't send, you can't buy food for your children. It can put pressure on that marriage. Especially when the man is so expensive for people and cause his both way. A man will be financially, but it's not also of a man that gives the wife money for food and the woman used to go and buy clothes. Give money for children's school fees, the woman spend the money. Until when this children were sent away from school. So after that, the man has to be paying the school fees himself. Now, if he did not go on time, it has had to go. And so only that maybe the man be responsible, but the man will not be responsible. That's why you see some men, they give their women or their wife food money every week because the child giving the woman every month. After 1 week, said the money has finished. And they are laughing, but that's the truth. So they give money to their family. In fact, I just said how recently. This man been married for about 10-15 years. So the parent of the wife now called the man. We have retired. The parent of the woman called the man. Now that we have retired, we want you to place us on monthly allowance. Do you know that? They are saying real life story. Recently, we want you to place us on monthly allowance, and they told the man what you should give them every month. The man said, the man is okay, I'll get back to you. He got home and called the wife and told the wife. And the wife said that he was in that money. And the man said, you know my financial, I cannot do it. To come also in short, when they tap about 6 months and 1 year, you go and pack out. And let me emphasize something here. It is not the duty of your husband to take care of your parents. Are you hearing me? It is not the duty of your husband to take care of your parents as a wife. And as husband, it's not the duty of your wife to take care of your parents. Before you married, who was taking care of them? Who was taking care of them? Somebody said, you gave my mother 15,000. You gave my parents 15,000. You gave your parents 200,000. That's sustain the husband. And the question asks is, whose money is it? Whose money is it, man? 2. What are the conditions? What are the conditions that are going to give one family more than the other? Are you with me? There are conditions. 3. When maybe asking them something big before, they recognize it. Because if you are helping somebody because there and they are still things that cannot do anything, what do? You leave them on the show. That's the truth. That's the truth. So these are issues that can make a marriage last long or not. And all these things you must look for the better. For example, if you are a woman, you have income, know how much you can give your parents every month. Whatever your husband give, let it be an addition. If you are a man also, however, you should balance, but know the person can need more. But it's not a sin If you cannot avoid it, but you can, please do. But cannot avoid it, don't go and borrow because of that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, what you just said, I was going to say this before I ask this funny question. Now, there is also a family that I think when the man was rich, he's always spending money on the in-law, the wife family. I think he's always showing them love, giving them money. Now the money is no more there again, and the man has a partial stroke. So they believe that the money should still be coming, but there is no more work. He's just at home, I think doing one to the other. So this in-law, the mother-in-law now they dislike the husband now because the man does not do the normal. They believe that he should be paying the mother-in-law's salary. I think he has been doing it before, but it's not money because the money is not there. So the husband says that even he heard that the son-in-law is outside, even when they're to embarrass him, you this poor man out of that marriage, and it's not possible because even the wife is not really that strong. So now, how do you handle interference from in-laws or extended family?
Treat your wife, your husband as your family number one.
No, sorry, sir. I think the wife is supporting the mother.
Treat your husband or your wife as your family number one. In every relationship, hear me very well. 2 is a number, 3 is a crowd. Like on 8, 2. Husband and wife, you are a number. 3 is a crowd. Any other person is a crowd. Listen to me. Either you do good or you do bad. Your old age is important. I will have to that question. I know somebody very close to me. When he had money, he was taking care of his siblings' children, sending them to school. He didn't have a child on time, or maybe didn't marry on time. Maybe he had his own children. By the time they were getting to finish secondary school, he was already old. Are you getting me? And the children did not go to school. They not even afford the institution for the students. All the siblings was taking care of them. Where were they? Listen to me very well. Bible says wisdom is not taken direct. When you begin to make money, invest your money first. I'm not saying don't take your people, but not at the detriment of your future. Not at the detriment of your future. And if you are taking up somebody, they don't appreciate it, stop it. You do not owe anybody apology for the way you spend your money. Can I say that again? Yes, sir. You do not owe anybody apology when you spend your money. If you are helping somebody and you don't appreciate it, stop it. It's your money. It is your money. I gave somebody 5,000 many years ago, and he told me, he said, "Is that the best you can give me?" I'm telling you. Another person had a connection issue. The first time I gave her some money. Maybe a year or 2 years ago, I can remember. I think okay, he had health issue. I sent money to her when I heard that she had an accident. I sent money to her because I wanted us to do the emotion. Then maybe some months later, she had to pay house rent, and she sent a message that I should assist her. I did not reply. Then she now, after she called me or sent me that it is not my fault. It is not my fault. And because of that, I said, that is the end. See, I do not owe anybody explanation the way I spend my money. Please, the future of your family, your own family. I'm not talking, that's why I tell people, don't go and do that in your village. Don't expose yourself to unnecessary. Anytime you choose to go and do that in your village, you are exposing yourself to unnecessary stress. Are you getting me? There is a level you get to that if you have to do your village, people will be happy. But there is level you are, if you start it, before you know it, it will now become an envy. Then that get problem for you. You are not sending money to your brother, your sister, to your people. Before you know it, the money is gone. Build your family, build your wife, build your children. Invest your money what you can see. Make profit out of it. Than to be doing like fine body. Nobody will be done forever. Are you hearing me? Nobody will be done forever. I'm not saying don't do that, but in this case now, I won't blame the hero. He's the one that have gone beyond his boundary. When he had money, he should have done some investments, build houses, maybe the 2-bedroom flats in this place, so that they can begin to generate income. I tell you, old age is critical. Old age is critical. You are 35, you are doing fine boy. By the time you are 40, you are not going to boy. You are not doing fine man. By the time you are 50, you are not doing fine man. Are you getting me? Old age, and old age is not when you are 50, sir. Immediately your children enter secondary school, you are already old. Immediately your children enter secondary school, you are already old. Can I say that again? You are already old. Go and ask people who are children secondary school there. The difference between primary school fee and secondary school, what is the difference? What is the difference? Oh yeah, Tom. That is what you need to make a man. Are you getting me? Now, when I enter university, now we become men, not man now. Because we are paying 300 per term. Now per term, now get to pay the house and pay 2 million naira per section, excluding accommodation, excluding 50. And you cannot cook in the hostel because it's a private university. Even if it's a private university, you do not get hostel. Now enter house somewhere, and every year they say pack up, come back and do your rent, you pay agreement. So this is very important. So am I saying don't look at your income? No, but not at the detriment of your future. Before you became husband, they believe you. Are you hearing me? Before you became a wife, they believe you. You can buy things for them at your own pace. But come to make it a ritual. For example, I was buying things for my mother-in-law every December. I don't have the money, auntie, pull that down. What does it? Go and ship. What does it give her? Let us give you so like it's not your fault. You are doing what you have ability to do. Not to borrow to please anyone. You don't to borrow to please any family. So that man, we pray that he recover. And also show that the one person was not wise. When you have husband that is doing fine work as a woman, find a way to collect money and invest the money. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
I have a story. There is a man that was doing fine man many years ago. It's over 20 years now, or thereabout. And the wife told me, we are in the same church. I said, no problem. I found a way to talk to the man. It was not easy. Especially like joke, I was collecting money from him until it reached 25,000 naira. Then I bought a land for him, 25,000 naira, a plot of land. Then, how many years I'm talking about? That day, I was just asking, Pastor, I don't have money. I said, oh, he said 3,000. I started building the house up to level. In a room about 17 or 2 up to level. You know what happened? The man died when the house got to level. That woman, she can never forget him and the children. So they moved from that house where they are renting and where they rented and to that house. They just moved and moved there. And I got to that 2 or 3 of the children are married. They cannot forget us. Imagine if she didn't tell me, I'm not finding a way to talk to the man. They can't have that house. Another one, this month he has money, but he love fine boy, we go and drink, we go to joints. He has a house in built, but he want to move. One day, the wife told him, so one day I went to his house. That's why I said that your husband should have somebody that respect that can listen to you. I told myself, something and so I should. I'm giving you between now and I think December, it was about 3 months. To leave this house, I put your way that because it was almost opposite each other. That if by December you do not move, I assure you by January 1st, I'm coming to carry your children away. And they know me. If you don't know me, they know me. They know me. When I told him, he told the wife that Pastor came and I know Pastor, he will carry this children and this one will carry them. I will put them in school and house and we pay the school fee. By December, they need to pay to their new house. 3 or 4, 5 years later, the man died. The man died. And the wife lives in that house now. So that means you have a man that can listen to somebody. But you too, as a woman, don't be the one that listens to all the 10 fingers. You want to buy church, you want to buy shepherd, you want to buy. When you go to have the money, gather money. See, if you buy a land in Instagram, it's not a waste of money. If it's half a plot to buy, go and buy it. Do a man power self. Are you getting it? You are a landlord. See, he who owns a room is a landlord. He who lives in a duplex is also a landlord. But if you are a tenant in a duplex, you are a tenant. So a landlord is always a landlord.